Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch here, Strike7Sports.com. And today I want to talk about, the recent news that has been reported today, that's been posted today, that's been talked about for the last couple of days, and that's the realignment day. Today is the official day of the new conferences, not new conferences, but the new teams joining the conferences in college athletics. More preferably the American Athletic Conference and the Big 12 Conference. So the Big 12, we had Cincinnati, UCF, and Houston all left the American to join the Big 12 Conference. Excuse me. Along with the Big 12, the BYU to become a part of that conference, which is a Power Five league. So with that being said, the American added six new teams that are coming over from Conference USA. So you got UAB, Charlotte, FAU, Florida Atlantic, North Texas, and Rice. All six of those programs have joined the American Athletic Conference. Now, today, man, I just want to talk about where does Memphis stand in that in this new landscape of the American Athletic Conference. Can they? I would like to know. I want to ask y'all: do you think this is going to be easy work for Memphis going forward? As long as they're in the American Athletic Conference. I'm gonna bring it to the first. I'm gonna bring it to the basketball aspect of it. Can the Tiger is this league for basketball going to be, you know, light work for Memphis or men's basketball? And I would say, based on what Penny is doing, the way the roster is constructed, recruiting, even with the NIL, I would say, I'm not trying to brag here, but I would say Memphis should have no issues running through this conference. And as I know about FAU and what they did when they was in the Conference USA, they won 30 games last year, if I'm not mistaken. They won the conference championship. They didn't really have no opposition outside of UAB, but they pretty much blazed through that conference, won the conference title, got the bid, that won that large bid in Conference USA. They got it because they won the entire tournament. They won the conference tournament, and they went to the Final Four, all the way to the Final Four, beat Memphis. Lucky, I want to call it luck, but this kind of did an amazing job, in my opinion, of stifling the Tigers, the best two scorers in DeAndre Williams and Kendrick Davis, and they went to the Final Four. Almost got to the final round, till San Diego State did what they did. But with that being said, to me, I don't know if Dusty May can maintain that type of roster, that type of team going up against Memphis in this new conference. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they can do it, but I know they're bringing back pretty much the entire nucleus of that team is coming back, but I expect Memphis to be better than what they were in that game in the opening round against FAU. I do. I really do. You know what I'm saying? But um, it should be, what I'm saying, shouldn't be an issue to me. You know what I'm saying? But uh, I think as long as Dusty May is with that FAU, the Owls, they would have a slight shot to win in the conference tournament. But right now, man, I just think, just making an early projection, Memphis should repeat as conference champions. They should repeat, in my opinion. They should repeat as AAC champions. You know, I know in the last couple of days on social media, more in particular, with Twitter, there has been this type of against rivalries trying to brew, between FAU and Memphis and UAB and Memphis and all this other stuff. But I'm not knocking nobody for what they do or anything like that. But I'm just not kind of trying to like entertain that because we have only seen FAU do that once. Can't do that consistently. You know what I'm saying? Memphis, the Memphis brand is stronger, man. They've been to Final Fours. They've been to, they've had NBA talent. You know what I'm saying? They've had 4 and 5 star recruits. You know what I'm saying? Guys that have gone to the league right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they can put up that type of a fight on a yearly basis to me. But I'll give him a slight shot with Dusty May. As long as he doesn't take any big time offers, which I think he's going to get more attention. He's going to get more opportunities to coach at a, you know, I would say maybe a blue blood program or somewhere that's they're not really a blue blood, but but they have as long as they have a good coach, they could do something. Like if LSU decides to part ways with Mike McMahon as their head coach, they could look at Dusty May, you know. But I don't think they can consistently do this on a year to year basis. Now to me, I would think the bigger threat to Memphis would be Tulane. To me, Ron Hunter. They did beat Memphis 2 times. They did sweep Memphis in the conference, not the tournament, but the regular season last year. The first game, Tulane dominated them at their home court. But second game it went to overtime, was a nail biter. Ron Hunter and his squad, even though to me they haven't really, I don't see the. I respect Ron Hunter, but I don't see the whole fascination about him as being a top tier head coach. But we'll see how it plays out this next year because I think he has to get to the tournament, man. You know, so we'll see. But I think Memphis takes on the role of the Houston. They become the new version of Houston Cougars. Cougars where they get top tier talent, they get ranked in the top 25, get ranked in the top 15, top 10, and they become the dominant program in the league. Now that Houston is gone, you know what I'm saying? So those other programs, I don't know that much about Charlotte. I hear a little about UAB. I know that North Texas. I don't know nothing about North Texas. I don't think they're a threat. UTSA, don't really know that much about right now. So I just think Memphis, it should be light work for Memphis right now. Light work, man. I'm confident in saying that. You know, even though, despite what FAU did, I expect Penny Hardaway in the rematch and games down the line with that pro FAU. I expect Penny Hardaway to be better. I do. So we'll see. Now, let me bring it to football. Football, in regards to Memphis, the Memphis Tigers football program blazing through this conference on a consistent basis. I'm not so sure. I'm just not so sure right now. I'm not saying they're gonna be terrible. They're not gonna be a 7-win program or anything like that. But in regards to them, blazing through this conference, through this league, similar to how I think the men's basketball team is going to do it. I'm not so sure, but I think they will have a shot at doing that, a legitimate shot at getting to the conference title game compared to previous years where they ran up against a UCF, they ran up against a Cincinnati who's had some juggernauts in the past. They're the first ever team to come out of the group of five as a playoff team. or go up against a Houston who has, presented challenges to Memphis in, previous years. They have a shot though. Their chances are increased of getting to the conference championship game. Now, in regard, and that because they did, I mean, the reason I'm kind of proceeding with caution on the Memphis football consistently dominating this conference is because of some of the coaches that they have in this new league. The teams, their football teams is a little better. You know, UTSA, I still haven't forgotten what they did to Memphis back in 2021 after coming off the Mississippi State win. They still have that quarterback. That I think is Frank Martin, if I'm not mistaken. That quarterback. They don't play them this year, but they most likely face them down the road. Tulane, we know what they're about. Michael Pratt, Willie Fritz. They got a nice. They got a really solid NIL collective going where they're able to get some top tier talent to their program. FAU has Tom Herman as a head coach. We cannot ignore what he can do, what he's capable of doing. We know all about him from his time in Houston, how he got that program elevated, which led to him getting the job at Texas. It didn't work out so that much for him. Worked out well for him, but he has a solid resume of having some really good offenses. East Carolina, they're a program that's on the rise. SMU is always going to be a threat. But other than that, man, I would say, if the whole Big 12 thing does not work out, I believe once the 12 team playoff the 12 team playoff format starts up, I think Memphis will have as better shot than any other Group of Five program that's in their conference of getting there. You know what I'm saying? UTSA's coach will be considered for jobs at the P5 level, so it's only a matter of time before he leaves. Tulane, there'll be an issue every now and then. I just think right now they're in that window of being really good. So SMU with their money, they'll always present challenges to Memphis. You know, South Florida, they're currently in the rebuilding phase. Rice, don't really know about them. I think Memphis defeat them. North Texas, they could present a challenge. Depends on who the head coach is. Other than that, man, UAB, I don't think Trent Dilfer is going to set the world on fire in year one. But looking forward to seeing what he does in year 2 and 3 with that program. But other than that, man, it's still Memphis will have a chance, a better chance than what it had in previous years to get to the conference title game and win it. Now, will that result in New Year's Six appearances? Maybe not. Depends on how many losses they have and compared to the other teams in the Group of Five and where their record is. Because right now, the New Year's Six bowl format only accepts the best Group of Five program that has the best record. So even though Memphis may win, it may take Tigers, 9 to 10 wins to win the AAC. They may have 3 losses on the season. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't mean that because they won the conference title doesn't mean it qualifies them for New Year's Six bowl appearance. But in the future, I think, like I've said, I think the program will have as better shot as anyone else to get to the playoffs, to the CFP when it starts the 12 team format. And the Big 12 stuff, moving to the Big 12. I'm not trying to be negative or anything like that, but I just give them a 40 to 45%, 40 to 45% chance of that happening. Because if the Big 12 wanted Memphis, they would have got him a long time ago. They would have got him in his last push to the last push for realignment instead of taking BYU. You know what I'm saying? But It's neither here nor there now. So I just think that for both programs, the entry level to success will be a lot easier. It just will, man. 'Cause, for basketball, more preferably, football, it could be every other year type thing. You know what I'm saying? It depends though. It depends on the quarterback, recruiting, NIL, things. Those factors are going to play a big part in what Memphis football can do in the future and how high they can go. You know what I'm saying? So we'll just have to see how it plays out. I don't think the Big 12 stuff is going to happen no time soon, but hopefully they can shift the expectations toward getting to the playoffs. Continue to build that stadium. Well, not build it, but continue to upgrade the stadium. Be dominant in the conference and get to the playoffs, man. Because that would be, to me, that would be more significant than getting to the Big 12 right now. To me, get to the playoffs. You know, maybe you could pull off an upset. I think that would top what you did in 2019 when you won the Cotton Bowl. Not won it, but you won the conference title. You was featured on College Game Day. You had a packed crowd. Went to the Cotton Bowl. That would top that to me. But we'll see how it play out, man. All right, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. Do you think Memphis will run away with? Do you think Memphis football and Memphis men's basketball will run away with the new look AAC? Given the fact that there's new teams in the conference that don't have the resume of the previous teams that just left. Also, check out strike7sports.com for latest content on the NFL, the NBA, Memphis Tigers, Memphis Grizzlies, news, updates, and all announcements. Have a blessed day. Be safe. Happy 4th of July. I'm out.